Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. For those new here, hi, my name's Jenny. I'm a third-year family medicine resident and a mom of two. And these are my kids. This one is 10 months, and then this one is 3. And I am currently breastfeeding London, who is about to turn 11 months in a couple days. So I don't know about you guys, but I have definitely gotten a little bit fluffier over the last few weeks or so, just because my diet has been bad. I've been basically not watching what I eat, carbs, processed foods, and all that stuff. And so I just realized graduation is coming up. Even though we don't have an official graduation ceremony, we are still going to come together and take pictures and stuff like that. And so I'm trying to lose a little bit of weight. At the same time, I still want to breastfeed London as long as I can. So if you guys are watching this, I'm going to give you guys some of my tips on what I do to jumpstart my metabolism and shed a few pounds fairly quickly, I say, because then I'm graduating in about a month. And if you're not breastfeeding, that is fine. This will totally work for you too, and guarantee 100% you will not decrease your milk production. Okay, but first, before I start, I wanted to address something that I got so many questions on a previous video. I think it's like the Asian traditions on how to get a flat tummy postpartum, and my mom made me do this thing where I had the hot pot of like rock salt on my stomach. I got so many questions on how to do that, if it works, what kind of salt I used and all that stuff, so I will answer it in this video. If you don't want to watch that, go ahead and skip forward. I'll put the little timestamp in the description box. So my mom made me do this thing where she heated up a pot of hot rock salt. The salt that we used is this. You can find it at Walmart. It's basically used to make ice cream, but it's like those huge chunks of rock salt. You heat it up in a pot, and then my mom put a towel down. I put it on my stomach, and I did that 3 times a day. She said that I'm supposed to do it for a month, and it's supposed to like shrink the uterus. I don't know how it works. I don't know the science behind it. I just know that my mom made me do it. And you guys had lots of questions, so I thought I'd answer those today. Not sure if it will work if you're really far out postpartum. I don't know. Ask my mom. Okay, so let's jump into the tips. So tip number 1, as much as we hate to admit it, weight loss starts in the kitchen. I always tell my patients that 80% of weight loss is diet, only 20% is exercise. So even if you can't go outside right now, even if you can't exercise right now, you can always change your diet. I've had patients lose over 30 pounds just by cutting down their carbohydrates to 40 grams a day. So that leads into my second thing, is to track your calories. You can't save money without tracking like what you spend and how much is going out and in. Same thing with weight loss. You can't really lose weight if you don't really know how much you're taking in. So I say at least for one day, try to track down everything you eat. That includes drinks, condiments, tiny little snack like 1 almond, track it, because those things add up. So you can find these calculators online. For me personally, I need 1,600 calories to maintain. And then with breastfeeding, you usually burn around 300 to 500 calories. So for me personally, I try to aim around 1,800 to 1,900 calories in a day to lose weight. I know you guys are just like, wait, what? Lose weight? You just said that this is how much you need to maintain. So that is right. But I do that in addition to intermittent fasting. And so when I do intermittent fasting, I eat the same amount of calories, except I just eat in my eating window, which is from 12 in the afternoon till 8 p.m. at night. I eat all 1,900 calories in that time. It helps me stay really full because I'm eating huge meals. For lunch, I have this kombucha, a salmon salad, and some nuts. I should record all this. So I still use my Fitness Pal. And then let's add lunch. Let's scan this. This is what I like, because you gotta scan it. Can you see it? 60 calories, 16 grams of carbs. And then let's put this in there. Cool, to 30 calories. All right, so for dinner, we're having fish tacos, or not fish, shrimp tacos. We got these shrimp from Costco. It was already deveined, and we just peeled it. And then we have some coleslaw and some red onions. We actually stole this recipe from the Home Chef things, but now we just make it ourselves. I will show you how many calorie total I have. So this is dinner. So far I'm at 1,249 calories. I also ate some leftover Burger King onion rings. So yeah, I need to add those in. So now we are just writing down a grocery list of all the things that we want to make this week. Talked about it in my last vlog. So far we got tilapia cakes, pad see ew, spring rolls, beef tamale pie.
Mommy, no, eat my donut.
I won't eat your donut. I did eat some leftover donuts though. I think when doing this, it like helps you from eating out, and since we're on quarantine, I like to try to switch it up a little bit. So yeah, I like this. Yeah, you want this one? See, as you can see that day, I still ate 1,900 calories, so that's obviously enough to maintain weight and is enough for milk supply. And then I'm still getting enough calories. I'm not overeating and snacking and all that stuff. In the mornings, I will still have black coffee. Anything with 0 calories you can still take. And I'm not super strict about like sugar substitutes, like artificial sugars and stuff like that. If it has 0 calories, then I'm okay to drink it in the mornings as well, leading up to breaking the fast. I find that when I do it this way, even though I eat the same amount of calories, I lose 1 to 2 pounds a week. And that is with like very minimal exercise. The only exercise I'm doing right now is literally lifting up my kids, jumping around with them, dancing with them. We have these dance parties, and so like I will have dance parties with them, but I have not done like an official lifting, picking heavy stuff up and putting it down. You know, like I used to gym a lot and now I don't do that anymore. So this is to lose 1 to 2 pounds a week. And then obviously try to cut out processed foods and simple sugars. So anything that comes in a package or that you microwave, and then cutting out things like candy, straight up sugar, breads, pastas, rice, unfortunately. So I'm not saying cut it out altogether, but like limiting those or eating less or in proportions is much better. Because if I can choose, honestly, like I would eat carbs all day, like carbs with every single meal. Like that's all, like I can eat that all day. I don't really count vegetables. Like I know vegetables are a carb, but they're complex carbs, so I eat as much as those as I want. Next tip is try to keep sodium down to like either 2,000 or 2,500 milligrams a day, because eating a lot of sodium or salt can definitely increase your water retention, which means that your body will hold on to a lot more water than usual, and then you'll feel like puffy and stuff. So regulating that will definitely help you lose the water weight. Okay, so now that you're eating enough calories and drinking enough water, your supply should not decrease even though you are losing weight. theoretically, right? And another thing that you should keep in mind, that milk supply is supply and demand. So the more that baby drinks, the more that you will produce. And the easiest way to calculate how much you have to pump, if you are pumping, if you're working and you're pumping, or you're just away from baby and you need to pump, there is a magic number. I'll put an image of this on the side. I think it's from Legendary Milk or something like that. But basically, you take your largest capacity of both breasts, how much milk you produce the most in one sitting, and then it gives you how many times you would have to pump to maintain your supply, how much you want to pump if you want to increase supply, and how much you pump and it will decrease your supply. So for me, I can pump up to about 8 to 9 ounces when I'm like super full. And so in order to maintain supply, I need to pump about 5 times, or directly breastfeed 5 times in 24 hours to maintain supply. So at work, I usually pump twice, around 9:30 and around like 1:30 too. Man, it's my slacker boob. Look at the difference.
That's a huge difference.
I'm gonna have one boob that's bigger than the other. And then I come home and I directly nurse, like right when I get home, around 5 or 6 after dinner, and then right before bed. And then in the middle of the night, London still wakes up like 1 to 2 times, let's say 2 to 3 times really, to nurse. So that's why I have somewhat of an oversupply, but he drinks that much anyways. So on average, the average person needs to pump around 7 times to maintain supply. And what I've noticed is that when people cut out the middle of the night pump or breastfeeding, supply drops dramatically. And so that's why people say like around 6 to 9 months, when babies start eating more solids or when baby's sleeping more through the night, they notice that their supply drops. Understand that that might be a normal part of supply drop, and that maybe baby doesn't really need that much milk anymore. So keep all those things in mind. So those are all my tips. Try it out. Let me know how you do. I know breastfeeding is a crazy journey. I know we're always anxious about like making enough for baby, but remember that fed is best. Also, we all want to get back to our pre-pregnancy weight or in that ideal body, but give yourself some grace, because it took 10 months for you to create this beautiful human being. And so it's okay if your body doesn't get back there in the first couple months or even the first 10 months. Give your body some grace to rebound and get back to where it was. That being said, if you haven't already, subscribe, join the family, give this video a thumbs up. It really helps me out with the YouTube algorithm. And let me know what you think in the comment section below. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace. On my way to the hospital. I feel really weird filming myself in public, and I have my backpack in front of me so I don't look so weird, but I haven't. Look, there's someone looking at me.